What's up, you insane nippers? This is going to be take two of this video. For some reason, the video cut out last time. Um, Damn, I forgot everything I said. Anyways, today I'm dipping on a mixture of Copenhagen Wintergreen and a mixture of Cope Mint. The thing is, I mixed it on camera, put a pinch in, I got a big fatty in, as you can tell. Alright, so let me try to go back through what I said. First of all, I will say this right at the beginning. There may be some lag quality right now, where it's kind of like jumping or kind of like moving slowly or doesn't move as correctly with the audio. It's because I have a new phone. My last phone killed itself, basically. That's really all I can say. I was at work. I stepped outside for a second. I pulled my phone out to check and see what time it was, and my phone just started glitching purple all across the screen. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? So I tried turning off, wouldn't turn off, the screen wouldn't turn on, nothing like that. And eventually, the phone just did a purple line straight across. I was like, I pretty much knew the phone was gone for. Now, it still worked and everything, like it was still giving me like sounds and everything, like when people text me and everything like that. It was just the screen was messed up. So I go down to Verizon and got me a new phone. So on the last one I had that uploaded a lot of my stuff was a Moto Z Play 2. I upgraded my phone. Now I have the newest Moto that they have out, which is a Moto Z Play 4. As I said before, there could be a lot of lag quality right now. I got to figure out what's going on with that. Like I said, I've had this phone for maybe a week or two now, not even. So I'm still trying to figure out the phone, trying to figure out what to do in the camera, what's different, what's new, and what's the same. So I'm working on that, and of course I still have my editing software, the KineMaster. You see it right here. To see if I can try to fix some of this stuff. Now that I probably won't be able to. That's probably going to have to do something with the camera, but I will try to figure it out. But besides all that, like I said, I will be trying to upload more and stuff like that. And I have talked to Jacob. I'm actually going to throw up some messages right here that he sent to me. Basically, what he said, I'm going to show it right here if y'all do where y'all can try to say, I'll kind of lean over so I can make it a little bit bigger right there. I basically said that, he basically said that he wanted me to tell you that he loves y'all, and he said make sure to flip off the camera, so there you go, Jacob. There you go. And he wanted me to say, hey there, sailor boy! Or, no, yoo-hoo, sailor boy! And to give you context on that, because I know that sounds fucking gay. If you have Xbox, Xbox One to be specific, there's this thing that they're doing now called Game Pass Ultimate, which is a mixture of Game Pass, which is the thing where you pay a certain amount a month and you get hundreds of games that you can play for, not for free, but play for a small amount instead of have to buy the games and like waste your money on a game that you don't like. So you can download a game, try it out, see if you like it, and then if you don't, you can delete it and try to find another game. Now, with Ultimate, you get the Gold, which is where you do all the stuff like parties and stuff like that. All those other features of Gold, like games free with Gold and everything like that. But you get Game Pass with it. So instead of paying $10 a month for Gold, you pay $15, so an extra $5 to get unlimited game. Well, 100 plus games that you can play for only $5 more. So I mean, it's really not a bad deal. That's what I do. And so what it came from is there's a game called Human Fall Flat. If you've ever played either that or Gang Beast, they're kind of similar in a way. It's a game where you're like this like Play-Doh kind of like esque person thing, and you're basically going through the world. Now, Game Beats, you're really not going through the world. You're just fighting and trying to knock each other out and knock them off or kill them. So you're the last one standing. Now, Fall Flat is it's maybe made by the same person. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's sort of like it. So you're playing this Play-Doh thing, and you're pretty much going through the world, solving like little small puzzles, trying to get from one point to another to fall off the world to go to the next world. And there's this one level, it's like a medieval level, where you have a catapult. And I, I said, Jay was like, I wonder if I can, because there's rocks next to it that you're supposed to toss over to break a wall. I was like, Jay, I wonder if I put you in this, can I launch you over the wall? And so he gets into the bucket of the catapult, and I launch him, and he flies over, and he goes on top of the castle where there's this like it's like one of those normal castles where they have like the I don't know what they're called. If you ever played chess, it's kind of like how the see, I don't really know chess either. I think it's the knight or the rook. No, the rook's the one with the ball. It's the one that has like the kind of, it's like a circle, and it has four pegs on each corner. And so he was standing up on one of those pegs, and then he's just looking at me. And the way it works is when you press the buttons, it moves your arms. So he rose both his arms like this, and he's like, "Hey, like yoo-hoo, sailor boy!" And it literally cracked us up. We were dying laughing. Like Jacob actually collapsed on my floor. um, but he is going to be in a video. We are going to be doing a video actually of Tough Guy Orange. We're going to be doing a review over that later this week. As you can see, it's already cracked. I've already got me a couple pinches out of here. And I will say this, I know I should say this review, but I do like this dip. I do really like the Tough Guy Outlaw brand. It is really good. I really do like Fat Cut. Now, I really wish that was more common. Like I said before, like I like long cut more, but I'm leaning more on fat cut now, just because it holds better. Now, if you go watch the back off extra wintergreen review, me and Joe both were talking about, because it was fine cut. Me and Joe both hate fine cut, just because it's so easy. Because me and Joe like to go for big pinches, that you can tell by this fat hogger on my lip here. You can't really do that with fine cut. I mean, technically you can by pouring it into the can lid and then dumping it in. But we don't really like that because a lot of times it just gets all over your mouth when you're doing that. See, when me and Jacob, we like to get like, well, that's kind of mixed with, let me grab the mint. Like with long cut and fat cut, you can just pinch it and it holds together perfectly like this. See, like with fine cut, if I just do that, all of it would fall out. But in the last video, I was talking about how, I don't know how I got on this topic, but I was talking about how we appreciate. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. It just shows you I'm not scripting anything. I was talking about how I'm gonna get with Jacob, and I'm actually thinking about if we go 50-50 in on the tri-pack of dip, and actually get one of each tough guy flavor and do a tough guy suicide. Now, from what I've seen on the channel, I've actually went back and looked through all the videos, and we have like 100 now, or close to it. The only suicide we've actually done on the channel was the Copenhagen suicide. It wasn't a full suicide. It was the Copenhagen suicide, which has it has like 611 views, which I am super grateful for. And like I was saying before, we're not a big channel by far. We only have 66 subscribers, and that is our most viewed video. So any views I get, I'm more than appreciative for. I don't care about likes. I don't care about dislikes. I don't care about comments. I mean, if you want to like, dislike, or comment, please do. I read all comments, and I usually comment back. But like that's really not what I'm going for. My goal on this channel is just to have somebody come to this channel, get a laugh out of us, get information about a dip or stuff like that, and see like what people like want to know about a dip. Now, back in the day, before we even created our channel, and we were dipping like very little, we'd go and we watch Outlaw, Mudjug 1, Chris Dips 1, all those like big dipping YouTubers, and watch their reviews and see what they have to say about dips before we even tried them. Because if Outlaw or Mudjug 1, Chris Dips 1, one of them, mostly Outlaw, that's the one I mostly watch, said that he liked a dip or disliked a dip, I would try it for myself and see if I shared the same opinion. Like, for example, Skullberry. Skullberry is really not that good. A lot of people hate on it. but it's not as bad as people put it out to be, especially like Outlaw. Like Outlaw completely hates Skullberry. But when we did the review over it, we said it's not like an everyday dip by far, and it's not one of those dips that you go out of your way to try and buy. It's more one of those dips like if someone offered you a pinch of it, you would take it. Of course, if you have like Copenhagen or Grizzly or something like that, you'd probably go for it. But anyways, so that's really what the point of the channel is. It's just to inform people about dip, get a laugh out of us, and just generally relax and have a good time. Now, I know when Jacob's here, there's really no relax, but you get what I'm trying to say. But I am talking about that, so he doesn't know that. I will be sending this video to him before I upload it, and hopefully he watches it. Probably not, but we'll try, because I know this video is probably going to be about 20-something. It's like at 11 minutes now. So I will be trying to get all the tough guys. So far, this is the only tough guy I've tried, is the orange. Just because it seemed the most appealing, because I've never seen an orange flavored dip. But I have ordered another one. I will not specify what it is. So what I plan on doing is I do want to try to review all of them before we do the suicide. But what I might do is review a couple of them, then get a bulk set, review them, and then once all those videos are up, I'll do the suicide at the end. But off of that topic, we'll save that for another day. Now, the mixture I'm doing with Copenhagen Mint and Copenhagen Wintergreen has been nicknamed Mintergreen. It's actually a really good mixture. We have done something like this before in one of our videos with me and Jacob. We did a mixture of Copenhagen Wintergreen and Grizzly Mint. And it was really smooth. And this one, it's kind of like a stronger mixture because Grizzly Mint, it really overpowers it. But Wintergreen has more of a distinct flavor. So it really implies to what the name is. And that's the nickname we give is Mintergreen. Instead of Wintergreen, Mintergreen. Makes sense. It's closest because it's better than Winter Mint. But one of the other topics I was talking about before was about like going back on the topic of gaming. I was talking in one of the old videos. I don't remember what it was one of the vlogs we were talking about where we got Red Dead Redemption 2. We were talking about GameStop's I'm drawing blanks today, man. It was about GameStop's midnight release, and we kind of went in depth to it, but not really. We kept on cutting off by like the game not downloading and stuff like that, and other random shit. So I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth on this, just because this is gonna be a regular vlog. Since I didn't say in the beginning, this is just a regular vlog. The midnight release originally was a thing to where a game releases on a day, but instead of them waiting till like when they open the next day to get their game, they would do a little party after they close. Usually they close at 9 o'clock. So they close at 9, get everything set up, and then open up at 10:30 to 11. People would go in there, meet with a bunch of people. They have food, drinks, and sometimes entertainment. And you could like play little demos of the game to see how the game is. Hang out with people, eat, drink, and stuff like that. Now, the only one I went to was with Jacob, my buddy Travis, and my brother. And we went and got COD World War II. And when we went there, there's actually a funny story behind this one. When we went there, we were meeting up with people, having a good time and everything like that. Met some cool people, got the game tag, started playing with them, and stuff like that. Now, they had drinks there that were a little bit different. It was a drink that they just came out with because technically Monster is sponsored with GameStop, I guess. Because when we got there, like when we first pulled up, because I went there right after I got out of work. Right after I got out of work at 9. And we saw this car that had all these like Monster things on it. It was a big truck, and it was a really good looking truck. I think it looked like a Silverado 2500. And I never even talked to him. I was talking. I was like, are y'all a contracted Monster? And he's like, yeah. And like we're doing stuff for the midnight release for GameStop. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I was like, I love Monster. And he's like, that's cool. He's like, yeah, 'cause we got a lot in here. They had like about 30 cases of Mutants. And what Mutant was, it was a kind of a bottle like this, to where it was like fat at the top, kind of skinny at the bottom. And it was a mixture of Mountain Dew and Monster. And they had one for each flavor. Like they had one for Whiteout, Mountain Dew Whiteout, which was white with Monster in it. They had a red one, which was Code Red, and the green one, which is original. And now a lot of people like the Whiteout and the red because Whiteout is the one that won the little sweepstake thing they were doing with Mountain Dew with Code Red and Voltage, the blue one. And so when we got there, all of us were drinking because we all like Monster. Now my buddy Travis wasn't in it, and my brother doesn't really like Monster, but me and Jacob love Monsters. And so when the night got through and we got our games, and then we were about to leave, they had all these cases left, and I was like, can we have one of those cases? And we kind of thought they were gonna say no, but it was kind of like a dare, like I dare you to ask to get one of those cases. They're like, shit, take two if you want. So me and Jacob took a case each because there was only like 3 or 4 cases left, and one was already open. So we took an unopened case that had like 24 of these bottles in home. So we walked away with like 24 cases of Monsters for nothing, for just going to the party. And like that was one of the best nights I ever had. I met some great people and everything like that. And what sucks about it is in the video we're talking about how they don't do midnight releases anymore. So instead, you go in there at 9, and I think it goes to 10, and then you get your game at 10, and then they close it because the employees didn't feel like staying until 12 o'clock. Which I can understand, but it kind of sucks in the same sense because it was fun. And I kind of wish they would bring it back because I'm a big gamer. I love video games. It's a big part of my life. Um, actually, this is actually another funny story. Back in the day, like this is way back in the day. In the last video I mentioned this. I was like, we love doing YouTube, but not for revenue, not for anything like this. Even if we got to the point where we get revenue, we'd only use that revenue from ads to just get more dip and get better quality, like an extra camera, and get like a laptop to actually do real editing versus like this shit with KineMaster up here, this free software on a phone. Um, but back in the day, like I said, we loved uploading, and the thing is, we actually had our own separate channels. Like I know if you watch his channel through, Jacob's went through 2 different channels. He's went through Jacob XX Dips, which was originally his channel that he was going to turn to a vlog channel, but that kind of died out. And Crazy Dippers, where he left Insane Dippers and went with his cousin Carson to start doing videos, and they only uploaded like 3, 4 videos, and then it kind of just went to the craps, and he came back to our channel. So, but before any of that happened, before we even started dipping, I should say, we both had channels, but it was the same kind of quality you're seeing now, but a little bit shittier. We would take our phones, we'd prop them up like how we have them now, but we point it to like a computer screen and we would play flash games. And I on my channel we would mostly watch. I mean, I would mostly play like Happy Wheels, and sniper games like Sniper Elite and assassin games, which is where you play as a sniper that has to take out targets or take them out in a certain way and stuff like that. Because I've always been a fan of sniper games. Now, I'm not saying in any way I'm going to become a sniper or in the military or own a sniper. I just like those type of games because I like stealth games. Those have always been fun to me. Like I just beat Sniper Elite V4 or version 4, and like those games have always had like a place in my heart for me. So I actually used to just prop my phone up, point it to the computer screen, and play those games and like do a tutorial on how to beat it. And Jacob did something similar. Like he has a channel, which I will give you the name for in a minute. He's gonna kill me for this, but just wait. He actually from what I've seen on there, he only has one video that's gaming related. There's another one from like a band called Blood and Ice where we had like a happy birthday thing or something. But there's one video he has on his channel that has 8,000 views. I'm not kidding when I say this. 8,000 views from a little like 9, 10-year-old playing a SpongeBob Saw game. Now, back in the day, like back in like 2009 to like 2012, Flash games were the rage, especially with Newgrounds and Addicted Games or Addicting Games, whatever it's called. I don't remember now. I don't really play those games that much anymore. Where there's this one company that loved making Saw games. Now, when I say Saw, they would take the Saw Jigsaw, the horror character from the movies, and they'd mix it with some random character, and they'd make it like a point and click game where you have to like find items to get to the next room, or there's like a way you can't go, so you have to find something to break something, kill someone, or get someone to get out of the way, so you continue with the game until you got out of the games of like Saw. And so the SpongeBob Saw game, Jacob uploaded a tutorial on that, and it has over 8,000 views. It could have more at this point. Now this is the part where Jacob's gonna kill me. If you want to go check out that video, check out Jacob 99050. I'm gonna say it again. Jacob 99050. He's gonna kill me for this, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna send this video to him. I mean, it's his choice if it's his choice if he wants to watch it and get pissed and tell me not to upload it, or I just upload it and see what happens. But like that's what I'm saying. We've always loved uploading videos. Like we don't care if we get famous. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. We just love doing this stuff because it's just something that occupies time, gives us something fun to do, and lets us do something we love. Now, like I said, just because Jacob's not here, I'm gonna start uploading more. I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone and start uploading by myself if I really need to. Which, of course, if Jacob's not down, I will have to, because I'm going to start uploading on a more regular schedule. Now, I'm not going to set any schedule because, as you've seen on this channel, those really don't hold up. But I will be uploading a lot more. And like I said, with better quality, with the little glitching in the system, better quality, better editing, and better cameras, I'm going to eventually try to make this channel better and try and see if we can get to the point where we're up there with Mudjug 1 and all them, or at least somewhat close to them. But if you have any suggestions for anything you want us to do, like how I said we're going to be doing the Tough Guy Suicide, I'm going to talk to Jacob about that. Leave it down in the comments below. And tell us anything you would like to see. Like if you wanted us to bring back the old games we used to do, like Never Have I Ever, or I mentioned in one of the videos, or I think it was actually the suicide video, where we lay out dip cans, and we put one can in the middle, and we put a marking on it, and we spin it. And every time you spin it, it's like spinning the bottle, but every time it lands on that can, you have to put a pinch of it in. And the thing that I didn't mention that we could try is I could put dips that we love, like Copenhagen Wintergreen and Coke Straight for me and Jacob. But then also put our worst dips on there, like Copenhagen Black and Grizzly Straight or Kayak Apple for Jacob. And for me, like Skull Wintergreen. Like, I'm not a big fan of Skull Wintergreen. Like, I have a couple ideas for games. Like, another one could be trivia. Like, I could give him random trivia either about the channel, about dip, or something like that. And every time he gets one correct, he gets a pinch of something good. But every time he gets one wrong, he has to take a pinch of something bad and put it in. So he'll be mixing something he loves with something he hates. And it could end up where he just pretty much ruins a dip that he loves. Of course, like, these are all speculations. These are things I'm thinking about doing. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more expensive to do stuff like that, because you got to think dip is getting more expensive day in and day out. Dip's almost at $4 and like almost 30 cents right now. I think a can of Copenhagen is like $4.07 right now. And one of the last videos I mentioned was like only like $3 back in the day. But like I said, we will be having another review coming out for y'all. I will try to get Jacob in this one so we can do Tough Guy Orange. I do now have another Tough Guy coming. Now this one, before I end this, I did talk a little bit about this, and I should say these were for reviews and everything, but Tough Guy, I really do like their brand. I do like Outlaw and Tough Guy because they are technically owned by the same company. Tough Guy owns Outlaw's dip and just mass produces it for him. And I guess he makes payments to them or something like that. But I mean, they're on the same company website. But I do really like their dip. They do a really good job on it. And I was talking about how fat cut, I really wish that it was more common because I'm starting to like it more than long cut. But um, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the shipping is really what kills me on this because to order a can of dip is really not that expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than your standard can of dip that you buy in stores. Of course, they're living down in Georgia. It's only like $4 depending on where you're going. It could be up to $5. Okay, so we're almost out of time, so I'm gonna make this quick because I just got a message. Um, but the shipping is really what kills you because the shipping is like almost $8 for 2 day shipping and $3 for 5 day shipping. And I just did one that was $8 to get the next dip I'm gonna get for within 2 days. But I'm ending the video here. If you got dip, put in a lip. I spent that. Bye, dippers.